Today, we're going to cook up some steak frites. Or if you say it like it's spelled, steak frites. Or if you're ordering at a steakhouse, steak and fries. Or what I'd call it, meat and taters. That's enough of that. So what we're going to start out today is with a flat iron steak. This is a very overlooked cut of beef. Very beefy flavor. I love it. So let's get it started and get it to cooking. So pull out your industrial size vegetable chopper upper and get you the leaves of a bunch of cilantro and dump her in there. And to add to that, we're going with a whole shallot. Shallot kind of tastes like an onion. And 5 cloves of garlic. Dump that in there. And here we have the leaves off a stalk of oregano. And about a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, maybe a little more. And the juice of 1 lime. Then all you gotta do is stand back and release that horsepower. Wow. Alrighty, that's not going too quick. So let's add in about 1/3 cup avocado oil and about 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Now we're going to give a little salt to taste and a snort test to make sure you don't have COVID and a taste to make sure you're seasoned properly. And I think we've got a winner here. So let's get it out of the way and get that steak. Put her in a Ziploc bag. Dump in all this mixture, chimichurri type mixture, except about 3 tablespoons. Leave it in there. So zip up your bag and give her a good massage. Or if you're not paying attention, don't zip it up and make a mess. Once you get her massaged up, let's put her in the fridge overnight. Now with the rest of that chimichurri, let's get a stick of butter, salted, and emulsify it. Get you a little sheet of this plastic wrap. Place her on there, poke her around. Let's roll her up like a cigarette. And we're going to stick that in the freezer. And we're going to go get us a good night's sleep. Well, it's the next day. I've got on a new shirt, but it looks like I slept in it. So let's get that steak out of the fridge and set it aside to warm up to room temp. And grab you a russet potato, the biggest one you can find, and smash it into some fries, or frites. Fries sounds better. And we're going to dump them into some water so we can wash some of that starch off. And we're going to let her set for about 15 minutes before we jump them on some paper towels and dry them off, because water and oil do not mix. Get out your induction top in your new pot, because you realize none of your pots work with induction. And let's get that all up to about 290-ish degrees. We're going to drop these fries in for about 3 minutes. We're not really wanting to cook them or really get any color. We're just, say, 3 minutes. Let's dump them out. Drain off some of that oil and cover them up, because now it's time to get cooking that steak. And he's going to get this. There it is. So let's put this thing first. Let's turn this eye down. That way I don't scorch the studio here. And let's go to the grill. So we're cooking on the kettle. We're going to start out with no top. Half lit Fogo charcoal over here. And we're throwing down for a minute aside. And we're going to flip every minute. Total of about 8 minutes. Or until you get the color you desire. Then we're going to stick it. Whoop, we're still flipping. Hold on. Now, nope, there's the color we desire. Now let's stick it over here to the not so hot side. And come on. There it is. And let's get the lid on. And we're just going to let this thing come up to temp a little bit slower. So what we're shooting for here is something with the word rare in it. If you don't like your doneness with the word rare in it, this cut of steak is not for you. So here it is. Let's get it inside. And let's probe it, just so I can show you the correct temperature we're looking for. First, let's admire that beauty. And we're looking at about 124 degrees. That's a great temp, just to ensure that this thing is tender. Oh yeah, we forgot about that butter. Oh, put you about 3 rounds on there. Cover her up. Let's set it aside while we finish these taters. So get your oil back And let's get it up to about 375-ish, 378 is what it looks like. Dump them in there minus the paper towels. And we're going to cook these for about, let's say 3 to 4 minutes until they get good and golden brown. And make sure you pump them things a lot. That way we can get the right ratio of oxygen to oil. And set them aside. Now all we got to do is give them a little hit of salt for some of that good seasoning. And here you have it. I want you to look at how crisp these things are. And that inside is just buttery deliciousness. McDonald's, I just got all kinds of job opportunities after this. And here's our steak. Excuse the green stuff, I promise it is delicious. Even though it might look a little Gerber baby foodish. And here on these, again, to make sure it's tender, cut against the grain. So we're going to slice up this plump boy. And let's speed it up here just a second. Come on, speed her up. There she goes. Man, look at that juice. Alrighty, now let's pull out a little slice here from the middle, just to show you what we're looking for. And there it is. That is just straight up moist and juicy. And if we'll give it that brisket test, looks pretty daggum tender. And man, delicious. That chimichurri is just, to me, the perfect complement to a good cut of beef. So now, some of y'all may not know, I tried my hand at photography on Instagram. If you want to check it out, it's Tennessee MOJO Barbecue. And we're going to plate this up so we can get a picture. And there it is. We'll leave them pieces for the wife and kids. Now don't leave any of that flavor on that board. Pour back on there. That's going to make this dish even better. And there we have it. Here I am blessing my food. Need to bless your food because them cows gave up a lot just so you could eat well. And I'm going to have one more bite just to rub it in that this here is an awesome steak dish. You need to try it. And hey, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to go and eat this whole plate by myself. Mash this little round button on the side and see what it does. Hey, we appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next week.